just getting everything set up really quickly, making sure everything's functioning as it should. Let us sort this out real quick. Why isn't Twitch registering that I'm live? Oh, it has now. Okay, right. Anyway, let's get going. I recently got Lapira to try it out of curiosity. And, well, long story short, it was free on Epic Games, like many other game that I have played recently. And so, I'm going to be trying it out. I've not actually watched anything on this game. I know it was trending for a little bit among quite a lot of YouTubers, but I have never played it. So I'm gonna try it. I am unsure entirely on how this plays. I have literally no clue. But no one notices it. No one can stop it. I'm racing to the last place where there is still hope. I need to make it before it is too late. The sounds of agony will quickly fade. The world will be destroyed, even the memory of it will be gone. And even if there is absolutely no chance of bringing it all back, there will always be someone who is willing to do the impossible. In a place without space, without time, without memories. Where am I? I can't see anything except this path. My head is killing me. I remember only a skeleton with a staff up in the sky. This darkness was coming from him. Did he destroy everything around here? Just standing here won't do me any good, I guess. Okay. The journey between adventure, traveling through, and planning. Step modes. Press the switch. Or press the switch, right click, or space. Hope I'll be able to find some shelter before nightfall. If night still even exists without the sky, that is. Pay attention to the day progress bar at the top of the screen. New enemies usually appear at the end of the day. Continue your journey by changing the game mode. A living ball of slime. Quite a nuisance. They digest anything they can. Hey, I remember this creature. Maybe I just need to freshen up my memory and everything will go back to normal. Traveling, fighting, and most other actions are done automatically. The player can't affect them directly. Okay. So, it's just a matter of... It's hard to act with your bare hands. I think there's an undigested weapon in the remains of that thing. So it gave me a weapon, which I equipped. Okay. I think I remember there was a grove nearby. Are these even my memories? Or do they belong to that slime? You can use cards that are left after defeating enemies to add various new objects to the map. That's what planning mode is for. To remember the land. 5% chance of spawning a slime once a day. Spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Rat wolves can move to adjacent tiles. Okay. So that's day progress bar, map completion. I've got a new entity. Let's see how I do. Two-shot it. Let's go. The first rat wolf. I was right. Some emotional stress, a few vivid images, and a bit of adrenaline, and I'll forget it all like a bad dream. I mean, I remember it all like a bad... Damn it! Good thing nobody had that. As you probably already noticed, you can get new items and cards during battle. Some items have unique features, as do most of the cards. By hovering over an item or a card, you can inspect the properties, equip a new weapon, and place your new cards on the map to continue. Okay. So it's got vampirism, and does the same amount of damage. Oh, I completely discard it. Okay. A forest gives... So, forest... Oh. 1% hero attack speed. And it also gave me wood. Okay, plus 2 HP. Do more for every adjacent rock or mountain. And a forest over here. The wood's almost back. The branches and stones in my backpack are a sure sign of that. Some of your actions will yield resources that you will need later on, but not right now. But that shouldn't stop you from looking at them right now. To continue, yeah, okay. Now I make it back to the camp. I think it's time I get some rest. The game itself is a journey on a looped path. Only you will decide when it's time for the hero to return to the camp. Either you or the fangs and claws of your enemies, of course. You can retreat almost any time, but a special animation will let you know when it's safer to do so. So when that's running, it'd be safe to do so. You consider returning to the cozy camp right now while you're still alive and walking. Okay. Good to know. So I retreat to the camp. It's cold and dark here. A small fire can solve both of those problems. So I can build stuff. A campfire requires 2 resources. Nice place to set up camp. This is when all resources you've gathered will come in handy. Who would have thought? You have just enough wood and stones to make a campfire. What a nice coincidence. Build a campfire using the building function while in a camp. I have placed a campfire. Congratulations, you've beaten this annoying tutorial. You can now start your first exposition. Or not. Do as you wish. Okay. So now that the hero has lost 20% of his max HP upon entering the campfire tile. Okay. New beginning. I see. So it changes each time I leave. It looks like I completely different place. And it's empty again. Do my actions have any meaning? Like I have a choice. If I need to give up and cry to save the world, I am the worst savior of all. Let's do it. So already there's quite a few slimes around the place, from what I can tell. I don't care about exposition, so I'm just gonna let it go whilst I sit here and talk. What? No, I didn't pause. Let me pull chat up on the side so I don't have to move shit around. So what I get? I got an axe, which has extra damage. I have a vampire mansion, adds vampires to battles on tiles around it. Spawns a spider on an adjacent tile once a day. I want this to affect as little tiles as I can possibly have it. So like, I guess this corner would be a good idea. So from what I can tell, what's this do? Plus 5 HP for adjacent rock or mountain. Let's put that over there. That gave me preserved pebbles. Okay. This is cool. I really like this so far. I can see why a lot of people played it. Mountain plus 5 HP for every adjacent mountain. Grove spawns a rat wolf every 2 days. Let's set that. Let's set that there. Stab. Stab. Pause. Treasury. Gives a random basic resource after placing anything on an empty tile around it. Must be surrounded by empty space when you build it. Where can I build it? Okay. I'll put it over here then, I guess. I have 2 enemies to fight here, which is not a good thing. First blood. What's this? Damage 4 to 6 is the same amount of damage, so it doesn't matter for every adjacent rock or mountain. Grove spawns a rat wolf. Let's put that there. Meadow heals 2 HP at the start of every day. That gives me an extra resource, wasn't it? Gives a random basic resource after placing anything on an empty tile around it. Got it. Rock. Box! Anyway, so placing that rock gives me health, or extra health. Fight the spider camp. Ah, I can hover over it to see what it can do. Okay. I'm not going to sacrifice that unless I can lose that somehow. Beacon. Fully movement speed within its range. 20% attack speed for all units. I feel like I want that to affect a lot of area. Purely because of the extra move speed. Back off, human. A vampire. Where are your lands? And if your farmers need help, I would be glad to offer it. No more lands, no more flock. Only hundreds of years of emptiness. And hundreds of years of hunger. Save yourself while you still can. I don't know how long I can keep my head straight. What hundreds of years are you talking about? Your mind is easy to trick. But you can't trick my hunger. It demands its fill. Every sip every drop of blood will go to satiate it. I'm too weak, but you can help me and I will set this crumbled world right. That's right, I'm doing this not just for myself, but for everyone, in the name of the greater good. So be grateful for my hard work and just let me bleed you dry. Interesting. They gave me a shield. I can equip that mid-battle. They gave me a treasury and a mountain. Vampires often owned our lands. They kept the peace and helped our settlements prosper. But this won't do it all. And now that they are just pale shadows of their former selves, both physically and mentally. Apparently, blood of the other creatures can't sustain them. He wasn't joking about the hunger. Even the creatures around him were imbued with the power to drain someone else's life. I see. Attack speed and regen per second. That's a ring. Box. Treasury. Put another treasury there. I'll keep adventuring. I could end my run here, but my health's doing fine, so I'm not going to. I can get more shit. And I'm going to get more shit. Meadow. Gives an extra random material. Anyway, continue adventuring. Mountain. As far as filled, the boss of this chapter will appear on the campfire tile. Does that mean I don't want to continue, or do I want to continue? Regen per second is worse. Can I discard items? No. I can't equip that to a second slot because I have no way to. Grove spawns a rat wolf. I'm unsure what this second meter is. Evasion. Spider. Mountain. I have more stuff to give. And more stuff to get. Oh, defense 4, counter 7% regen per second is higher. That's better. I'm just gonna get rid of this sword in my inventory because it's that axe technically. I just don't want my inventory full of stuff that I can't use. Rocks and a mountain. I'm still unsure if I want to end my run before that occurs. Okay, now I'm having a partial issue when it comes to health. Like, yeah, I'm getting more. But the fact that I'm low health is the issue. I get quite a few things, so I'm gonna do it. I can't believe it. Hey everybody, the boy managed to return. Survivors? Does this mean I'm not alone anymore? Where did you come from? Is there still a place without darkness? We don't know where we came from, that or we can't remember. Those few people, all that's left of our group, I think. You're not sure? We're not sure. We reached that conclusion based on the abandoned luggage and leftover daily rations. Each day we see the signs of other people's presence around us, but as far as we know, they don't exist and never did. It's like we forgot them. Forgot them? Exactly. As if people are disappearing every day and we instantly forget they existed, just like we forgot where we came from, and our families, maybe even ourselves. My name is Yota. I feel like I pronounced that wrong. That I still remember. Everyone else's memories are not much better. That's why that's why I remember so little about myself. Everything is forgotten. But wait, you said I managed to return. That means you remember I was here? Yes, that's why it's so important to us. We saw you leave, but you were gone before we could approach you. Listen, we can't keep wandering in this emptiness anymore. And there's a campfire here and enough space for a few sleeping bags, a real luxury in these dark times. What do you say? Of course you can stay. I'd be very grateful if we could team up. I want to put everything right. I'm only beginning to remember the world as it was before. But there's no point to it without other people. It's too lonely without them. Remember the world? I don't get what you're talking about. I'm too exhausted. But we'll be glad if you could help us, and we'll be glad to help you. Just don't ask us to follow you out there. I don't know how you managed to return, but for us leaving the group is too dangerous. I will ask no such thing of you. For now I just want to have a place to return to. A place where I can hear other people's voices. We weren't joking about helping you. Here are a few things that survived the cataclysm and don't vanish. Don't become forgotten. Take it. You might need it. So what have you given me? Some resources. And food supply. Okay. Well, I might be able to build some stuff. Herbalist Hut. 10% to the increase the Blood Grove card. Potions heal 4% of the max HP. You can take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at the camp. Unlocks the swap card. I don't have enough meat, which means it intends me to do this one first. which I don't mind. There. Do you know the difference between a good cook and a bad cook? The food made by a good cook is tastier. I don't know how to voice this guy, so I'm just gonna not bother. I'm just gonna speak properly. I voiced the other guy, but it didn't do well, as far as I can tell mentally. So I'm just gonna act like thing. I'm just gonna read it regularly. Look, I have a cauldron, a hearth, and a couple of knives, a bucket of potatoes, 3 onions, and some ham. Nothing special. Everything is very simple. But give me a few minutes, and everyone in this camp will be running to my table, following the tasty smell of a good stew. Good to know. Statistics. That stuff like that. Okay. I can't build anything else, so I'm going to expedition. This is a card deck. I don't know what this means, but Blood Grove. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15% HP left. So that goes up to a max of 5? I see, so that has to stay within 2. That can be anywhere between 5 and 2, that has to stay within 3. That's interesting to know. I like this game. I like it a lot. It's a lot. I expected to not like it, to be honest. And I like it a lot more than I thought I would. It's very fun, because like the reason I didn't watch streams on it is because I thought it was complicated, and that it was going to be too complicated for me to bother with. But turns out it's not as complicated as I thought. Currently, it probably will get much more complicated as time goes on, but for the time being it isn't that bad. Mountain. Pop that down in the bottom right corner. Gives me more rocks. I wonder how I get meat. Meadow over here. Grove there. Shank. Defense 4. Rock. Mountain. I do love the art style. There's a lot of slimes, holy Christ. Defense 4, I'm just going to clear out my inventory with that. Battlefield. Spawns a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. Enemies on the tiles around it become ghosts when they die. I see. I'm just going to put it there. As for the grove, let's put that there. There's a lot of slimes on this road and I'm kind of worried about that. Like, my HP isn't doing that good. But do they only deal 1 damage? Blood Grove can be placed on adjacent tiles near other... adjacent to the road near other trees. Its roots devour enemies that have less than 15. So I can only place it... yeah, I can only place it where I thought. I'm gonna place it there, screw it. And mountain... I'm gonna find out what it means by it devours things. Artificial life liquid. I don't know what that means. The roots consumed it. Does that mean I get more shit? It looks like I get more shit. Regen per second. I think I prefer regen more per second more. Beacon. Increases movement within its range. Let's go there. Meadow, 2 HP at the start. Actually, let's start with the treasury. Put one of those over here, put a meadow by it. Vampire mansion. Fighting ghosts and vampires would be a bad idea, but screw it. Or at least putting... wait, oh, that means I'm gonna have... I shouldn't have put that there. I just realised the issue with putting that there. Root. Yeah, that gives more shit. Better shit. So that's better. That's better. And then that's even better. So that makes it give me... So the blood root gives me more shit. That does count as near it. Okay, road lantern. Reduces the maximum number of spawning enemies on the tile around it. Road lantern effects can stack. Okay, well I'd probably want it near this. Let's put it there. Mountain. I haven't got a weapon yet, that's probably not good. I've run past the camp. I need more materials, so I'm gonna just proceed. Do enemies level up? Enemy level 2. Loop counter affects enemies level, affects the level of equipment found. Okay. Blood Grove. Let's place another one here. Beacon is the extra movement attack speed. Place that here. They do 3 damage per strike. But I seem to out-regen them. That equipment's worse. Treasure. Oh, that's interesting. Damage counts a percent, regen per second, and vampirism. Defense is better. There's evasion and counter. This is just the worst thing I saw before. This is worse. This is worse, but I don't know how to get rid of that. It's like that. Oh, Blooming Meadow. Do they become stronger if I place them near each other in certain fashions, or is it just a time-based thing? I have no clue. Beacon. Put it there. So clearly the more cards I get, the better stuff I have. Oh, the Blooming Meadows occur if they're adjacent to, like, this kind of adjacent to a tile? Is that how that works? I don't know, I seem to be doing fine, so I'm going to continue the loop regularly. Yes. I put a random grove there. I wish I didn't. I can't move them after I've placed them. 2 wolves in this section. Makes battles go faster. I wish I could just flat out discard things. Because I don't know how long till my inventory fills up. I don't know if my inventory can fill up. Vampires to battles around, on tiles around it. Let's go there. Rock. I bet anyone who watches this that has a clue on how this game is played may yell at me, because I have no clue what I'm doing and I'm probably playing it terribly. It's probably not a good way to play it. So they have 30% vampirism. Got it. I'm just too strong, dude. Nerf me. Cemetery spawns a skeleton every 3 days. Screw it. Let's put that there. That's probably a terrible idea. 30% I think it's interesting that you can make it look good, you know? Counter. Road lantern. Okay. That's a level 3 with attack speed and evasion. It has less effects but more damage, which makes it better. So let me just get rid of these first. So I clear out my inventory and then also put that there. I get 18 HP back per day. That's pretty good. I have... Oh. That's interesting to know. What's that icon? I mean, I don't get what that icon means. Ooh, rocks. Oops, hovered over everything. This is a very slow game. I will mention that. Get rid of these, and then 175 armor is a lot more armor. I murder this thing, it gives me better armor, first of all. Second of all, I don't have the lifesteal anymore, which means I need other ways to heal. Defense is better, but it doesn't have any effects. I'd rather have effects. Did that... Wait. This I didn't place. I didn't place that. Oh. So if I set up tiles in a specific fashion, it'll turn them into things like this? For every adjacent mountain. So I have 120 extra. Okay, so doing certain things will cause tiles to evolve? Okay, that's interesting. Spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile every day, appears for every 10 mountain or rock tiles. Ah. Shank the wolf. Battlefield. There. Let's see. Okay, I went back to full. There's 2 chests for me to loot to get good items. Let's see how this does. I'm doing a lot more damage than they can deal to me. That leveled this up. The treasury is now empty. Road lantern I shall place here. New day, I didn't even notice the gear I have now. Better armor. It's pretty cool looking gear I got now. Meadow. I should probably stop placing around this thing because I just remembered that was there. Damage to all counter evasion vampirism. That's much better than what I currently have. Skeletons. I've not dealt with a skeleton before. Something's dealing 20 damage to me on each strike. Damage to all, defense goes up by a lot. What's this? Attack speed goes up, I get vampirism instead, damage is higher. That please, okay. Now then, groove. Let's place it there, see how that is. Let's place rocks around this, see if that causes something to happen. So, a bunch of mountains and stuff there will cause a mountain peak. shield is way better. I mean, it's worse in defense actually. Its defense is worse. Ring, worse vampirism, better counter, pure damage. I am unsure what that means. I'm not gonna. That has a lot more damage. What do you mean no? You want to ask for help? Our answer is no. How did you... But why no? We see far away. We see deep inside. For a long time there has been an emptiness instead of the sky, but it doesn't stop us from seeing. Your saving of the world is one-sided and naive. Each person sees their own way to save the world. That's why no one will ever join you. Fine. I don't fully understand it, but tell me your version. How do you see saving the world? By my progeny and kin, may they live and be strong. May they join the circle of life and death. That is life. That is the world. I will kill you and feed your flesh to my starving younglings, and life will go on. And how many lives can your blade prolong as you kill again and again? Only one. I don't want you to die, and I don't want your children to die of hunger. Please, try to see reason. If my mission succeeds, the harpies can have all the sky and all the hunting grounds they need. I can't feed my children with your beautiful words. Farewell. Well, I'm going to stab the shit out of you. Oh, you did 14 damage. That's quite a bit. I feel awful. By fixing one evil, I'm causing another. There's no home for harpies except in the highest mountains, but there's no food there. I can't even imagine how they managed to survive if their mountains were cut off from reality. Okay, what's this? Attack speed, regen per second. I valued that over... Well, I currently have. This does less damage by a small amount, but has a higher attack speed. I'm starting to see where the difficulty of this game comes. Spider Cocoon, there, Cemetery, there. Honestly, I think this is cool as hell, but where did these goblins come from? I don't remember remembering you.
We remembered ourselves. Now give us all your things.
You have no idea what's going on, right? Why don't you help me restore order in this world first? You can do everything you want when I'm done.
Goblin must rob. No other order in the world.
Fair enough. Guess I don't have any good objection to that. Oh wait, I do have one. How about... Oh, I'm gonna stab it in the face. Damn, they attack fast. It's strange how these creatures appeared here on their own. Maybe it means everything is actually not so bad, and the world is trying to restore itself. That, or even the apocalypse, isn't enough to get rid of some pests. What's his armor? A lot better in the armor department. Worse vampirism. A bunch of other buffs. Should've got rid of that first. Stab the slime! 40 damage to the slime. Defense is worse. That's pure damage. Can I like combine items? No. I got armor. It's like way worse. Oblivion. Erases any established tiles. It erases monsters from the road. Any established tiles? I can erase something? That'll probably get rid of that. Let's get rid of the treasury. Oh, it removes shit from them. What happens if I put a mountain there instead? Oh, it gives it back. So if I have variety on meadows, okay. I see. If my inventory fills, it gets rid of one to turn into scrap. The hero and his allies will become entangled and instead cannot devour blood golems or swarm creatures. What? I can turn it like that whilst I'm in the middle of it. Let's retreat. I got a lot of resources. Another success. You've returned, and we still remember you. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's good to be back. But I'd hardly call it a success. My old memories of the world were gone, the path was empty again, and there was only darkness everywhere I looked. Interesting. So technically, you remembered that you forgot something. We could find a way to use that. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy up the place. Time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp. We have people with all sorts of skills, from the cook to the alchemist, but each needs a place to work. However, we can't build anything with the local materials. You find a branch or a rock, turn away for a second, and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survive your trips always look suitable for building. But those are just pebbles and splinters. How can you build anything with them? Curious, huh? I realized it when I saw your campfire. The things you find seem to spread stability to similar materials and things. It's only a little change, but still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden fence exist without constant oversight. Interesting. I still don't have enough meat for this. I need whatever those are. Stable metals. I need metals to build a gymnasium. How long have I been streaming for? 40 minutes? That's surprising, but it's only been 40 minutes. Just gotta do something. That's that. I honestly like this game. It's pretty cool. I've already said that, haven't I? I'm going to probably do one more run, then I might stop there. Depends, because this game's obviously going to take a very long time to beat, let alone get past the first chapter. Normally you say them in the other way around. Anyway, beacon. Any positions I can put that where it's useful for the most amount. I guess it's most useful position probably there. Put a meadow adjacent to it so it upgrades immediately. Grove like here. I feel like slimes spawn more often. The more runs I've done. So they only deal 3 damage to me per strike. So that gave me a ration and noticeable change. I have a groove. Oh, I have armor. Oh, that gave me a lot of stuff. Put this grove over here. I couldn't place it there actually. Stab. Stab. Damaged all meadow. The armor on that one is worse. So I found out that it's not better to just erase items I don't need. I just thought of an issue there. Treasury, let's place that there. Road lantern. Reduce the number of spawns. Let's go there. So I don't lose all of my health upon exiting the campfire. Now that's 15 HP. I heal up by going through there. I've got a shit ton of stuff to fight there. Crap. On the bright side, that immediately got turned into goop. Cemetery. Let's put that on the corner there. Stab. That's a lot of armor. This is a lot of vampirism. I suppose I should go for a build, like, when I do stuff. What'd that give me? Pebbles. So crossing certain tiles would give me certain things. I'll try and build a mountain area. However I do that. I don't know how I did that. I think it was just a bunch of rocks and mountains. Beacon, 40% move speed and attack speed. Shank. I see. Interesting. That's loop 2, which makes them level 3. I'll save this card. Rocks, treasury, put that there, beacon, put that there. Stab it to death. Vampires out there. Daytime is progressing. I got skeleton to murder. That gives max HP. Oh, that's how armor works. Gives max HP. Good to know. There's a lot of enemies around this area, which makes me want to delete a thing. I'm gonna get rid of one of these spider areas. Because clearly having more spiders is an issue. Because they're spawning one thing every day, which is not good for my health. I shouldn't put this here, but I'm gonna put that there. Gonna put that there. I probably shouldn't increase their existence, but you know. Go sleep, dude. Like, I'm streaming late because I have nothing else to do. I don't feel like going back on VR just yet. Fuck, goblins. Cemetery. Let's put another one there. Meadow. Let's place this near the treasury. And then a road lantern. Let's place the road lantern there. I'm gonna have another problem here. Okay. I don't seem to be as screwed as I thought I was. That has a decent amount more defense, but I think the buffs are more important here when it comes to that. I have one scrap metal. I need more scrap metal. Spider cocoon. Well, I'm gonna place another cemetery, and then the spider cocoon, but then immediately delete the spider cocoon. How do you turn off options on the phone? I can't hear right now because wait, why are you asking me that if you have sound off? I can't answer that. This is a strange question. Vampire Mansion. I don't know, I have no clue. Besides, I don't think it'd be that good to have closed captions. You'd probably just hear it, like, you probably wouldn't be able to understand much of it because of A, how fast I speak, and B, how frantically I talk. Because I may jump from one topic to another pretty much instantaneously with no way to tell, and it would probably think I say one thing when I actually say a different thing, purely because I change what I say mid-sentence. Attack speed and counter chance. I am low health. There's no enemies on this path. Loop level 4, I think I'm going to try a different run, because actually no, I've been almost streaming for an hour, you know. After this loop I'll end stream, because it is pretty much midnight where I am, and staying up would be a difficult thing. That, and I wish not to be too loud. Yeah, that makes sense, because, as I said, I'm going to be changing between topics frequently. think I need the vampirism more than I need actually, no, that's the end of the loop. Let's, retreat. I have 3 meats. I can build something. I can build this. A smithy. Provides the basic warrior gear at the start of an expedition. Unlocks the ability to craft tools for the camp if the supply depot is built. Fuck, I'm missing the metal for that. Don't know what that one does. Show high building levels. I can level this up. If I have the resources. Anyway, that will be it for this stream. I'll probably come back to this game because I do enjoy it. It's very interesting. Do like it. That'll be it for today because I don't think I can focus for much longer.